Throughout humanity, humans changed one same dream again and again and again. And it was to turn an ordinary metal into gold. It sounds impossible, right? Trust me when I say that for thousands of years, the smartest people that were in that time believed that they can actually do that. And these people were called alchemists. Part scientists, part philosophers, and part dreamers. And do you think they were able to make that true? Were they able to get the philosopher's stone and live forever? Maybe. Let's get into it. Hi everyone, and welcome back to a new YouTube video on my channel. Oh my god, I'm so excited about this one because if you know me, I love Full Metal Alchemist like so very much. It's just such an amazing story, and just talking about it makes me so excited. I would like to go and rewatch it again, but I mean, I don't think I have time, sadly. But I've always been so in love with whatever they call alchemy. And I thought today we can maybe talk about alchemists and, you know, when they existed, what they believed, and were they able to make the dream come true? Without wasting any second, let's go. Alchemy is one of the oldest science in the whole world. It began over 2,000 years ago in ancient Egypt, Greek, and so on. The word alchemy comes from the Arabic word alchimia, which also comes from the Greek word hamaya. I hope I pronounced it right, which means the art of transformation. Interest. To alchemists, the world is full of unknown connections, which is true. They believe everything could change into something else, which is also true. But they did not only want to be able to turn any metal into gold. They wanted to understand how nature works. Why an apple starts off as a flower, turns green, turns red, and then, you know, it's what we see right now. If not consumed, it's gonna be dead and, you know, disappear somehow from our lives. So they wanted to understand, if this can turn from this to this, why not metal to gold? How do these changes happen in nature? And if there is one thing alchemists are famous for, it must be the Philosopher's Stone. No, not the one from Full Metal Alchemist or Harry Potter. That was the real deal. The Philosopher's Stone is a magical substance that can turn any metal into gold. Not only that, it could make you live forever. You heard me right. Eternal life. How could that not be everyone's dream back then? Not mine for sure, because I'm already tired and I'm 23, so. Anyways, for centuries, all alchemists around the world started looking for the Philosopher's Stone. And when I tell you people would go crazy about it, people really wanted it. I mean that kings at the times were funding these missions. They were funding the alchemists and hoping they can find and bring them the Philosopher's Stone. Alchemists believe that the stone represents perfection. Some people described it as a red powder, others as a crystal, and many people said it was a liquid elixir, but I think we will never know because no one has ever found it, at least not physically. Now let's meet some of the people who fall under this legend. The stone that makes you live forever, turns sickness into health and metal into gold. Such an interesting thing to say. Let's talk about Zosimus of Pampelus, about the 3rd century in Egypt. He was one of the very first known alchemists in history. He wrote about so many strange experiments some people can still not understand. He also spoke of a soul that was guiding him and telling him that alchemy was not about transforming something into gold, but it was about transforming the human soul. He combined Greek philosophy with Egyptian mysticism, and believe it or not, he inspired a lot of real chemists, not alchemy people, chemists from chemistry. Let's move to 8th century Persia. Jabir ibn Hayyan. He's often called the father of chemistry. Jabir created early versions of distillation and crystallization, which are, by the way, chemical techniques that are still used until this very moment. He believed that all metals were made of two parts, mercury and sulfur. And by balancing these two, he believed that you can make gold. Even though Jabir never found the formula, let's be honest, his methods laid the foundation of the chemistry labs that we have today. Let's move to Switzerland. A man named Paracelsus. He was a doctor, scientist, and an alchemist as well. He believed that diseases were caused by imbalances in chemicals. He used minerals to treat illnesses and challenged old medical beliefs. In other words, he helped turn the alchemy he believed in into medicine. Here is the question. Could that be possible? Turning lead into gold? Yes. Yes, it is. But not in the way that you or alchemists or me imagined. Lead and gold are both made of atoms at the end of the day. And if you change one element's atomic structure, you can technically turn one into another. And that's exactly what modern nuclear physics does. In 1980, scientists at the Lawrence Berkeley Laboratory in California, they were able to turn a small amount of bismuth into gold. But it required a particle accelerator which cost millions of dollars, so definitely not worth it. But still, the dream of alchemy didn't go for nothing. They wish they can turn this or metal or whatever into gold. And it happened, but humans realized it's not profitable, and that dream just sadly faded away. So even though the alchemists were not able to turn metal into gold and they were not able to find the philosopher's stone, I think they really helped us develop today's science and chemistry and medicine, which is very interesting because I don't think they were delulu, like people would like to call them, because they worked on something real, it was their goal. And at the end of the day, scientists discovered it's actually possible, and it's not even like that complicated because, as I said, we're all atoms, you change the structure, and yeah, you get the other element. But it's not profitable. So you spend millions of dollars to change 1 gram of metal into 1 gram of gold. Yeah, but it's fun to know that it actually exists, and it was so fun. So this is pretty much it for today's video, guys. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed a little bit. If you like this video, give it a like. It's that simple. You like it, so you like it, literally. You can comment down below and subscribe because I'm trying to upload every single day. We're trying to hit 100 million subscribers because why not? I love you so much. Comment down below an idea that you want to see in future videos, and that's it. And bye. Bye-bye.